Hi, welcome to second grade. We're excited to start this year with you and your students.
My name is Mrs. Ponziani. I've been teaching for 24 years, and all 24 years have been at Indian Springs.
Hi, my name is Mr. Prunty. I've been a teacher for 10 years, and this is my 6th year at Indian Springs.
And I'm Mrs. Steininger, and I've been starting my 20th year of teaching, and this is my first year at Indian Springs.
We want everybody to be self-managers this year. That means you should have a workspace all set up for you with all your supplies nearby. Make sure your device is always charged the night before, complete your work daily, and always work hard and put in your best effort.
This is a video on how to be a good self-manager.
Self-manager? What is my teacher talking about? A self-manager makes sure their device is always in a safe and secure location. Your device should be fully charged for each school day. A self-manager makes and uses a daily schedule. They check Google Classroom first thing. I'm ready to set my alarms. Can I please use your phone? A self-manager sets reminders to keep on schedule.
Put your toys away and get out your book for reading.
A self-manager follows adult directions the first time. I know I can play after I get some schoolwork done. Let's dive into a good book. A self-manager is friendly and kind during lessons. They keep their mic on mute until it is their turn. A self-manager uses the chat to communicate with their teacher. Yay! Our school day is finished. I put my best effort and I'm ready to play. A self-manager cleans up their workspace at the end of the day. Remember to plug in your device so it is ready to go. I feel proud when I'm a self-manager and I follow the ISE way.
To help your students be prepared, we have created a bag of materials for each child in our classrooms. You can see the picture there on the screen. There are graphic organizers. There's a folder that has graphic organizers. There's a page protector that's heavy duty. Several different types of math manipulatives that we'll be using for instruction this school year, as well as 2 composition notebooks and a box of crayons. The 2 composition notebooks, we intended for one to be for reading and the other to be for math. It's important for your child to keep this bag of materials close by to their workspace, as we will be using them during our teaching online this year. I also wanted to take a moment to share with you the graphic organizers and how to put the graphic organizers into the page protector. So inside the bag, there's a folder that's green and has graphic organizers labeled. On one side, we have math graphic organizers, and on the other side, we have reading. One of the first graphic organizers we will probably be using this school year is about characters. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put that together. Your student will pull out the graphic organizer their teacher has asked them to use, and they will slide it into the page protector like this. It's important that dry erase markers are what's used on this material so that it wipes clean. We provided a larger marker for those who prefer that, and a thinner marker for the students who need to have a smaller tip to their marker. So that's how we'll be using the graphic organizers this school year.
This year, parent communication will be done through an app called ClassTag. So look for a notification from your child's teacher later this week or weekend on how to use ClassTag, and make sure that you are set up and ready to go before school begins, because all communication will be done through the ClassTag app.
You've probably heard a lot about synchronous and asynchronous learning. We wanted to just take a few moments and explain synchronous and asynchronous learning to you, so that you know what to expect from us as teachers. Our synchronous learning times will be direct instruction via Zoom meetings each day. We as teachers will be available to assist your child with their learning during this synchronous learning time. And then we could also be working with small groups of children on Zoom as well. Asynchronous learning is where your student will work independent from the classroom teacher on assignments that we have assigned. Those assignments would be assigned in the Google Classroom.
We will be providing a lot of direct instruction through Zoom this year, and your child will be expected to log on at specific times throughout the day. So if you think back to the self-manager video, that when the student was setting her phone for different times on when to log on, we will be consistently logging on at the same time every day for each subject. So a really great tip would be to set your phone for different alarms throughout the day to make sure that your student is logged on and ready to go at those specific times. Every day we will begin, each classroom will begin at 9 a.m. We'll have a morning meeting, and then we'll go into our reading lesson, which will begin whole group. And then throughout the lesson, we may break up into some asynchronous work on the Google Classroom or through iReady or the other platforms. And we'll also be providing some small group instruction, which you'll be notified about later. And then at 11:45, we'll be doing either science or social studies. We'll do one unit for one subject and then move into the next as we finish each unit up. Everyone will have a break from 12:15 to 1:15 for lunch and recess. At 1:15, we'll log back onto Zoom for math. In the afternoon, your child will have their specials, so art, music, PE, library, and we'll be doing some yoga this year, which is really exciting. And we will be sending out the specific times and how to log on for those specials soon. And then at 2:45, we will end the day with a writing lesson and a closing meeting.
So we are all using Google Classroom as a way to communicate our asynchronous work. All of our classrooms will be organized in the same way. So you'll go to the Classwork tab where you'll be able to see the different subjects that we are teaching. Click on that subject, that folder for the subject, and then you may access the asynchronous work for that day.
Grading in the Google Classroom may, to you as a parent, seem like a very low score. We wanted to take this time, though, to explain to you the correlation between the grades that we're giving in the Google Classroom and what you would see on a report card, for instance. So most assignments will be given a value of 3 points, and that would just help you as the parent and then us as the teacher to know whether the student was meeting the grade level standard. They would be receiving a 3. If they're working toward the grade level standard, they'll have a 2. And if they're working below the grade level standard, they would have a 1. I think it's important for you to know at the beginning of a unit of instruction, you may see 1s and 2s as your student is, or your child is just beginning to learn the standard. And so don't be alarmed if you see those 1s and 2s, because we will be taking them, progressing them through the learning of that standard. And by the end, we hope to see that everyone is meeting the grade level standard.
We will be using a variety of online learning platforms this year. Everything is accessible through Clever. So if your child is able to log on to Clever, then all of the apps that we will be using, all of the platforms will be in one place, which is on Clever. And if you need help logging onto Clever, of course, we can assist. We also have some video tutorials on how to get set up. So you will definitely be using everything is on Clever this year. So Google Classroom will have all of your child's asynchronous work, as Mrs. Panziani just outlined, in the different topics and graded on the 3-point scale. iReady will be used for reading and math. Your child should be familiar with that platform already, as we used it a lot last year. Epic Books is a website that has a lot of different read alouds and different books that your child can listen to as well. And then for our social studies and science units, we will be using Studies Weekly and Mystery Science.
This year, we're excited to announce that Indian Springs has a YouTube channel. So I know that Mr. Prenti just made reference to where you would be offered some tutorials. This would be a great source for you as a parent. I would highly recommend that you subscribe to our Indian Springs YouTube channel, where you will be able to see these step-by-step videos that have been created for you and with you in mind, so that you can help to access the different platforms and then also complete assignments within the Google Classroom. And I think it's important for both parents and students to be able to view those videos so that they can become self-managers themselves.
We have many amazing staff members at Indian Springs, and many of those staff members will be popping into our Zooms. They may be working with your child, so we just wanted to highlight some of the staff members that you may see throughout the day. So this is Miss Schrader. She is our LLI reading interventionist. So she may be working with your child in small groups and focused on developing their skills as readers and writers. Ms. Hoffman is one of our intervention specialists, and she will be joining in on our Zoom calls, so you may see her, and she may also be working with your child in small groups as well. Ms. Myers is also another intervention specialist, so you may also see her throughout the day as well. And she may work with your child, either independently or in a small group. This is Miss Beatty. Everybody knows and loves Miss Beatty. She has been at Indian Springs for 28 years. She is currently our peak assistant, but she's had a lot of different positions, and she does recess, so the kids already know her, and she'll be popping in and saying hello from time to time on our Zoom calls as well. And this is our school counselor, Mrs. Kaye, and I'm sure she'll be on in our Zoom calls and working with the students as well. For our Unified Arts, they're going to introduce themselves with this video. If I can get it to work.
Hello, my name is Allie Boyer, and I am so excited to be your music teacher this year. I love to sing. I play 5 different instruments. I play guitar, trumpet, mandolin, ukulele, and I play fiddle, which is just a different word for the violin. This is my 12th year of teaching. I teach both at Indian Springs and Columbus Gifted Academy. When I'm not making music, you can see me running or cycling on the bike path near my home in Clintonville, where I live with my husband, my dog, and my 1-year-old daughter. I am so excited to get to know all of your faces this year and to really get to make music and explore music together.
Hey there, Indian Springs Elementary. This is Miss Chris, and I am the general physical education teacher. And I've been teaching at Indian Springs. This will be my 13th year and my 31st year in the district. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of where we're going to be teaching for virtually, and hopefully we will have a great time and we'll do some really fun activities. I look forward to seeing you hopefully in November. So let's do this. Let's rock on. I'll see you later.
Hi, Indian Springs families. This is Mrs. Tolbert, and I'm the art teacher. This is my 6th year at Indian Springs, my 18th year in the district. And to all my students, I just wanted to tell you that I know this has been tough, but we can do hard things. Remember what we say in the art room? And I promise to make this as fun as we possibly can. To all my parents, I will make this as easy and simple as I possibly can, because I myself will be homeschooling kids as well. So I hope everyone had a good summer. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay creative, and I will see you guys soon.
Hello, Indian Springs students. I am Mrs. Beatty. I am the PE teacher, and I have been there 28 years, and I really enjoy what I like to do there. And on my free time, I like to take my dog Mickey for a walk, and I like to cook, and it's really fun. I can't wait to meet you guys and just get to know you. I hope we have a good school year.
So we are really excited to get to meet all of you and for this school year to start. So we look forward to meeting you on September 8th.